It's been a long time coming since I made a video. It's been about 4 weeks, and in that same time span, I've had a bunch of let's just say daily driver issues that still is not resolved. And so I am in the market for a new Ram truck. And I'm looking for something that's pretty cool, pretty freaking efficient, not gonna kill me on gas, and let's just say looks pretty muscular, and as well pretty affordable. And what if I told you that my spies at the Ram plant has shown me images of this truck right here, which I believe could be the brand new Rumblebee, finally making its debut sometime soon, and hopefully within the next couple of months. So let's talk about this particular truck in this video, and some things that I learned about this truck over the past few weeks that I haven't had a chance to sit down and make a video about, but we're going to talk about it right now. Okay, I'm over 56,000 friends, and the rest of you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Let's get right into this because if you guys did not know, I've said this in a few videos in the past before, but my main trade behind doing YouTube and stuff is doing IT. So a lot of times I got to carry a bunch of tools with me, which is why I need a new pickup truck. Because the truck that I was using was my 2004 Chevy Avalanche, and it has never let me down. But all good things definitely come to an end. And after 22 years of service, now I'm starting to have issues where it is keeping me off the road. And in some cases, it is causing me issues to where I can't, get my job done. So my Demon 170 has been unfortunately being used as a utility vehicle, but I don't want to use my Demon 170 every time my particular vehicle goes down. So I am definitely in the market for a new Ram truck. But the thing is, a lot of these new Ram trucks cost a heck of a lot more money than I am willing to spend, because I can't deny to you guys that the Ram TRX, like I said in previous videos, I love this vehicle oh so much. It is the one vehicle that I can tell you guys that without a shadow of a doubt, I regret selling several years ago. And so that's a $100,000 truck. And then you have the Ram 1500 Lord, which I think, okay, that'd be pretty cool, something to drive up and down the highway and stuff. You wouldn't necessarily want to drive off-road tires and TRX like that up and down the highway and crap. So, but the Ram 1500 Lord, that sucker's what, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, depending on how you spec it and stuff. So that's not really a very good use of money in my particular case, especially if I had to go and transition from my paid off Avalanche to this new truck. So I definitely need something that's something that is not very expensive, because like I said, spending almost $100,000 for a work vehicle does not make sense in my eye. And I'm going to still continue to use my Avalanche and stuff here and there, but sometimes when that particular vehicle goes down, I need a jack to pick up the slack. So my spies, well, before I say something about my spies, I know TK's Garage has made a video about this particular truck like over a month ago. And a lot of times me, TK, we get a lot of these photos behind the scenes of like new vehicles coming. We get photos of like production rated vehicles. It's like, I'm not gonna say what stage it is in, but we have gotten photos from a variety of things, from engines to chassis to all kinds of stuff we would get images of. And sometimes when it's like images we get from people who we don't necessarily get a lot of sources or leaks and stuff from, I kind of hold it off and trying to make videos about it and stuff until I get other people that I've known for years to give me accurate information and stuff. Because a lot of times with AI and crap, you can get people to make convincing fakes of these particular images and stuff. And if you don't have a second or third source to kind of verify what's going on, you have no idea whether or not something that's getting built is actually accurate or not. So for this particular case right here, when TK showed the particular photo right here, I've had my sources kind of go in and try to figure out what this particular vehicle was. And from what Ram had told them was that this is supposed to be something for the Mexico market and stuff. And I think that Ram was basically lying about this particular vehicle in order to kind of throw us off of their scent. Because, I mean, we all know that Ram's going to make a ton of product announcements over the next several months. And this new truck right here, I think, is something that kind of leaked out before they actually wanted it too, because we heard through the grapevine that someone who sent a photo of one of these images either got fired or put on leave and stuff, which is why I don't necessarily try to post photos or stuff like that that could get people in trouble. I'll try to make sure that anything that's identifiable is out of the picture before I post it. That way I can keep everybody as safe as possible. For this particular image right here, like I said, someone told me that this is from what Ram told them, just for the Mexico market and stuff. But then TK had got another photo like a few weeks later, and this particular vehicle was sitting outside of the plant. And so I had one of my sources that I've used for, let's just say, a while now, go outside and actually verify that, yeah, this truck is actually sitting there and stuff. And then I had another source tell me like, oh, let me get this image right here. So as I told you guys like a month ago, I think Ram's gonna make either an RT or a Rumblebee. And over the past few weeks, we've been hearing more and more in the background that, yeah, they're definitely gonna bring back the Rumblebee. I'm not gonna say exactly who told me this or how we figured this out, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a Rumblebee. And so I had people go in and try to, ask more questions stuff in the background. And apparently there's like a group of trucks out there that are being built with just a 5.7 Hemi in there without no eTorque system stuff on there. And I told you guys like a month ago that this was going on because I believe for 2027 model year that they're going to drop eTorque out. They had to go do this for 2026 model year to have the eTorque system on there. That way they get around like a government loophole and bring the Hemi back even sooner than later. So with 2027 right around the corner, I showed you guys a month ago again that this production calendar right here shows you guys that basically in August, that's when 2027 model year is going to roll out and actually get started. So we are not that far away from this particular truck right here making an appearance, and hopefully we'll see something about this in the next few weeks and stuff. And now I know me, TK OC Motivator, we may or may not be doing some very cool special things that we can't talk about, but I will have a Ram truck in the next couple weeks, and you'll see something pretty cool. I'll make some videos about that crap. While I was gone over this past few weeks, Dodge just sent me a Dodge Charger 6-pack 4-door that I gotta make videos on and stuff. So I got a lot of stuff coming over the next coming weeks. But this particular truck right here, I am definitely, fingers crossed, hoping that this right here is definitely a Rumblebee. And definitely just look at the images of it and stuff. You can tell this is like a quad cab, not a crew cab. So with it being in a smaller cab, I'm hoping that this is based off of a cheaper version of the Ram trucks. Kind of like maybe like a Bighorn, something like that. And maybe, fingers crossed, a Laramie for more technology and stuff. But if this truck is based off of a Bighorn and it has only a 5.7 Hemi in it, and I think that and I would say, and doesn't have all the off-road suspension stuff, no Bilstein shocks and all that crap, they have to jack up the price. I'm hoping this is like a $40,000 to $50,000 pickup truck, maybe closer to $60K depending on how you spec it and stuff. But if this was like a $50,000 to $60,000 pickup truck, I'll be very, very interested in it. And so for me and my standpoint, I don't want to spend $15, $16, $17 a dang on month for another vehicle. These vehicle prices are getting a little out of hand and stuff, and I'm hoping that this is, like I said, fingers crossed, a vehicle that Ram's gonna come out with that doesn't necessarily break the bank. I mean, I would love to see how this gonna basically happen and stuff, because I mean, I don't have really that much more information about the particular truck other than it had a 5.7 Hemi in there. It definitely looked like a TRX. It definitely looked like it has a quad cab on there. It doesn't have a full cab on there. And it's definitely on street tires. Other than that, with the engine, the cab and stuff like that, I really don't know exactly what's going to happen with the truck when it's a Rumblebee or an RT. But I'm hoping that this freaking thing is something that's definitely reasonably affordable, because like I said, I don't want to spend another $100,000 on another vehicle. That's getting really annoying at the end of the day, that literally every single vehicle that you want costs like six figures. Like it just getting ridiculous. And people aren't necessarily making that much income in order to make up for the fact that these vehicles are costing way too much money. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section for this particular video right here. Do you guys think this right here is a Rumblebee? And do you guys, fingers crossed like me, hope that this truck is reasonably affordable? We still got a few trucks that Ram's coming out with, especially like the Ram Rev, especially like the Ram SUV, the Ram Charger and stuff. So hopefully Ram's going to start making more vehicles on the more affordable end rather than the $100,000 end. But we'll just have to wait and see. And I hope this right here, this truck right here, is basically a good start at that particular thing. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And like I said, I got more videos to make about the Charger and some other interesting information that came out about the past couple weeks. But stay tuned, and until the next time, I'm out.